Hey guys, I've got another Goose Creek haul for you. I wanted to get as many of these Goose Creek candles talked about as possible because I placed a few orders with Goose Creek and I was really curious about their fall candles this year. Halloween candles too, but we're going to focus on some of their pumpkin fragrances that they've brought out this year. And I apologize for the lighting too because it's not the greatest time of day right now. Losing a lot of sunlight outside, so it's going to be darker than usual in this room. I think I'm at 5 days left in this house, so it's getting right down to the nitty gritty, and I want to put out as many videos as I possibly can. But yeah, let's get started on this haul. Pumpkin candles is the theme in this haul, and I've got 6 candles here. I'm going to talk about the 2 candles that I've already talked about on this channel, and the first one right here is Pumpkin Cider Donut. You guys know I raved about this one in my last haul video, and I immediately made another purchase for this one in this haul. Beautiful pumpkin cider donut fragrance. We don't see enough pumpkin cider donuts really from candle companies. We really don't see them too often. Now, we've seen apple cider donuts done quite a bit, and we've seen apple ciders done quite a bit, but pumpkin cider donuts, no, not a lot. And this one, you really get that sweet, almost glazed, bready pumpkin with an apple cider note here in this too. To me, the dominant feel of this fragrance though is that glazed pumpkin donut. And it does feel glazed. It's like a very sweet icing on top of the donut. Love this one. Wouldn't repurchase it if I didn't. And the other one that I've already talked about on this channel, another pumpkin fragrance, is Guilty Pumpkin. Talked about this one in my last haul video from Goose Creek. This is essentially a very familiar fragrance to Bath & Body Works pumpkin pecan waffles, and they really don't make any bones about it on the website either with the notes. I mean, it's very similar. You can tell just from the note breakdown that's what they were going for. And yeah, it's probably just a slightly less sweet version of pumpkin pecan waffles from Bath & Body Works. Maybe even a little bit more nutty. If I would say the differences, the main differences between the 2 candles, maybe the lack of a brown sugar in this candle right here, but really you're splitting hairs when you're talking about the differences between the 2. But I'm a real big fan of pumpkin pecan waffles, and I wanted to try this one out. That is Guilty Pumpkin. And the other 4 candles in this haul are new to me fragrances. I have not talked about them on this channel. This one right here, the name really reeled me in, and it is Pumpkin Hard Cider. And you know, if you're wondering why this looks different from the rest of their candles, this is one of their candles for men. Not that that's condescending at all. I mean, I'm glad I have a lot of the candles for women that I like to use, but this is candles for men right here. So you know it's gonna be rugged and rough. And it's going to be that hard cider. And I just don't get it. The scent notes on the website, you know, it says apple cider, pumpkin spice. Even the scent description mentions a pumpkin apple cider. So you're thinking, okay, you can't miss with this one. Pumpkin hard cider. The description tells you it's a pumpkin apple cider. And in the notes, it lists both of those. But when I smell this candle, it's just not what I get, and I guess it's all about, you know, relating it to men, I guess, because it comes across as a very boozy vanilla fragrance, and there's coconut in the scent notes, and I think that's really playing a role here in this candle. Yeah, just something not right here. I've burned this one because I thought there's no way everything that they've mentioned and kind of listed about this candle with the name Pumpkin Hard Cider is going to really smell like this while it burns, and it smells exactly like this while it burns. So just kind of a semi-sweet boozy vanilla. Doesn't really deviate much from that, and I don't really get anything here that smells like cider or apple cider or even pumpkin here in this fragrance. Not even pumpkin spice. Not even something that would suggest really even fall to me. Maybe for another person, maybe for one of you rugged tough dudes that will only burn candles for men, but you know, I like to do the women's candles too, so I guess that's why this isn't appealing to me. But pumpkin hard cider, not my style. And the next candle we have here is Pumpkin Pie. Now they do have a pumpkin pie fragrance that has come out for years, and I've owned it before. I can't really tell you if this is that exact fragrance because I don't think I have any of those left. If I do, I might have the wax melts, but I don't have them with me right now. Those are packed away in storage and I just didn't feel like getting them. But I do have the Bath & Body Works, which is basically a pumpkin pie fragrance, pumpkin vanilla creme. So I can compare these two and kind of let you know which one I prefer. Now, the pumpkin vanilla creme is gonna be really hard to top. That's some good stuff. I mean, it's a creamy pumpkin pie. I mean, there's whipped cream on that pumpkin pie. If you like your pumpkin pie with whipped cream, there you go, right there. This one, okay, there's differences. Okay, they're not, it's not a one-to-one thing here. There's some noticeable differences between these two candles. Owning them both would not be a bad thing at all because you're gonna get something different from each one. I really feel like there's more of a crust note here, and this does come across slightly buttery, but still kind of, straightforward pumpkin pie. The spices in this, if I were to say the main thing that really jumps out between the two candles are gonna be the spices. This is definitely a heavier spice. It's clove and nutmeg that really jumps out at me. Yeah, and there is a noticeable, what I'm perceiving to be as a bakery note in the Goose Creek candle. But damn, that's just delicious. I mean, this pumpkin vanilla creme, it's delicious. You smell it and it's very creamy. And of course, that's where the creme's coming from. The scent notes on this one, creamy pumpkin, vanilla creme, fresh ground nutmeg, and graham cracker crust. I don't really get the graham cracker crust too much on the Bath & Body Works version, but I feel like on the Goose Creek, I really get something that is very crusty, very bakery in that candle. But this candle right here, this is top of the line pumpkin pie fragrance. It's the pumpkin pie fragrance that I would recommend to someone if they were wanting a pumpkin pie. And this one right here, I mean, it holds its own pretty well too. It just goes in a different direction. It's not near as creamy as that one, and it doesn't come across as sweet as the Bath & Body Works version. A lot more spices in this. I actually think they would be really nice burning them together. They would complement each other really well. So yeah, if that sounds like something you're interested in, search this one out from Goose Creek Pumpkin Pie. Okay, the next pumpkin candle that I have in this haul from Goose Creek, Pumpkin Sugar Cookie. I don't know if this one has come out before. It could very well have. I just don't know. I wasn't buying candles last year. Okay, very simple. This is probably, if I were to pick one that was did the least for me on first impressions and kind of just made me immediately smell it and sit it to the side, it would be this one, Pumpkin Sugar Cookie. There isn't a whole lot going on here. Can't really even say this smells like a true sugar cookie. Vanilla, I mean, it's got a sweet vanilla. It's very straightforward. Maybe even a little bit of a hint of a buttercream. It's a sweet candle, but it's not real sweet. It's just not wowing me at all. I mean, I'm really digging my nose in this, trying to get some pumpkin in this candle for you guys to be like, yeah, this is a pumpkin sugar cookie. But it's really not. It's just a very sweet vanilla fragrance. Not something I'll probably be shouting from the rooftop. Pumpkin Sugar Cookie. Okay, the last candle in this haul, Warm Pumpkin Bread. And this one really intrigued me. From the notes, it says pumpkin puree. I'm pretty sure it has like a baked bread note, cinnamon and clove. Okay, this is really interesting. It's very sweet. It's to the point of almost syrupy sweet, almost like there might be like a syrupy caramel in this, but that could very well just be the pumpkin puree and just sweetened up. I don't get a lot of bakery from this. I mean, unless it's burning and something changes drastically, there's no bakery in this. There's no breadiness in this candle. Pumpkin puree, okay, I could see that, but I really get something very sweet, syrupy sweet. If you've ever had apple butter before, they make a pumpkin butter. So it's basically a pumpkin version of apple butter. It's very much just pumpkin mashed and added sweetener. I mean, it tastes like apple butter, but just swap apple for pumpkin. If you've ever had apple butter, you know what I'm talking about. That's what this candle smells like to me. If I were to pick something in the real world that I really think this smells like, it would not be a pumpkin bread, it would be pumpkin butter. So a dessert type item that you would maybe spread on a bread, on toast, something like that. It's not real spicy, so the notes of cinnamon and clove don't really jump out at me here, but it is very intriguing, and I'm looking forward to burning this one the most. Other than my huge love of this candle right here, Pumpkin Cider Donut, gonna be one of the first candles I burn when I get into the new house. This right here within this specific haul is the one I'm looking forward to burning the most. That is warm pumpkin bread. Okay guys, there you have it. That's a quickie from Goose Creek. Pumpkin candle haul. Hopefully I can fit a good maybe 3 or 4 videos onto this channel before I have to be out of this house next Tuesday. That's gonna be a really daunting task, but I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna have yet another Goose Creek haul coming up. Of course, I'm gonna have my August empties too, and a Homeworks haul too. And I cannot forget, for my perfume friends, I'm gonna have a fall haul, my first fall haul of 2022. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll talk to you soon.